Here I am getting set up for the exercise that I want to do. I want to just start off with walking and then take it from there. I might just record a few minutes, but I've decided that what I want to do is I want to really focus on working the sled. My aim for this session in the gym is to go out my way to improve the quality of the workouts and just to see how that goes. And in order to do that, my aim is to focus on the one thing, and for me that is the sled. So I want to go out, I want to go and do that and lift a whole lot of weight. That is my goal, particularly lifting more or pushing more than my body weight, which is around about 70 kg. So I'm just going to get on with that. See my face more at this angle. I think it's 5 kilometers an hour I'm walking at. I'm not even doing this 4 steps, I'm just doing this to get myself warmed up. Not even to go out of my way to just to mentally get myself prepared for the workout, really, not to warm up my muscles or my joints or anything like that. Not really. I think probably as I carry on aging, then I might think about that more, but I can think about that more now, in not out of fear, but actually in appreciation for how deep in this world of fitness I can go and how much I can learn about it. I could put all of the information I would learn about warming up and things like that into use. Make my perception of these workouts way more fun than I might have thought they'd otherwise be. Yeah, so here I am, not doing that quite yet because I haven't done a lot of theory just before doing this exercise I'm doing in the gym, or this physical activity. I honestly think I might have been pedestalizing this goal and considering it of more importance, subjectively speaking, than I think I might actually view it as. And by that I mean, I think I might be trying to force myself to go to the gym more than I'd actually want to. Perhaps it could be way more fun if I would go out my way to create maybe like a cycle where I would have a step one and then a few steps and then just go within a cycle, which in my mind I've been creating, but not like how I've done in the past with like arrows going in a circular motion for how I'd want to go about creating a habit. It seems like that's what I want to do, very honestly. It's been 3 minutes 15 seconds now since I've just been walking on the treadmill. Yeah. I'm alright. I sense I'm walking too fast. Right foot's hurting a little bit. It's kind of like a long while back when I'd be making the videos of me just walking and talking on the treadmill in the gym that I used to go to way back when. Now I'm doing that, but in this time purposely to allow myself to focus on enjoying the present moment while I still can, while I'm still alive. My way of life in my mind back then was less ideal than it was now. So I can understand why in my mind I'd have a heightened sense of gratitude for what I have now, in the now. Yeah. I've just had more of a window to have more introspection as well, as I've gone out my way to put more effort into thinking about why I'm in the place that I'm in terms of my life situation, things like that, and where I think I've been hurting myself mentally and burdening myself mentally, which would then manifest itself in the form of a physiological response, just feeling like a heavy weight on my shoulder blades, like I'm carrying a rucksack. But that is growth. Introspection. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit of a cramp on the left side of my abs. I haven't been paying attention to how I've been stepping, but I usually do walk straight. Maybe I'm using the left side of my abs more than the right, which would explain this feeling. I'm just stepping on one foot now, on my right foot. I'm trying to get myself to develop a mind-to-muscle connection with the right side of my abs when walking. I'm on 4.1 kilometers. I just changed that to 4. What's my heart rate at the moment? Give it less than a minute, see what's going on. It has been 6 minutes since I started, bang on now. I don't think I need to go for much longer. I just want to go out my way to lift more than body weight, just lift a whole load of weight and do it. Just see what happens. My right knee hurts a little bit from this walking, and the inside of my left knee hurts, but I can just allow myself to relax, stretch a bit, and then take it from there. Yeah. Alright, I think I've recorded all that I want to record, so I'm just going to keep on walking and I'll take it from there. Maybe just relax a little bit and then get into the stretches, allow myself to have a buffer in between everything I do, just see how that turns out as well. Because I don't exist to just do stuff like one after the other. I can allow myself to have a break if I want to, and I do this time. To get my thoughts together and have a session I really, really enjoy, in which quality is the priority rather than only numbers. Although I have said I wanted to lift more than my body weight, it's just a performance indicator that I'm using to see what happens, see if my perception of the quality of a workout would change if I lift more than my body weight. I might develop more of a sense of achievement because I have my mind on that aim. Maybe, I don't know, I'll see. But anyway, I'm going to stop recording now. Head's hurting. I sense I'm on the verge of a headache, so I'm going to stop talking, allow myself to have a break, and then stretch, get into it. Yeah. These are all the stats. I think that one on the left where it's just lines is supposed to be a heart rate. I didn't get one in the end, but that's how long I've been walking. Basically, as soon as I cut the camera off, I stopped. On to just relaxing for a little bit ago and doing the rest of what I want to do. I've just come to a quiet place and I've had some thoughts. One being, I think in the past I'd be quite hasty to warm up and then immediately get into the workout. I can have a buffer. It's not only one way to go in about things. Also, the other thing that I have on my mind is that I definitely should go out my way to put more care and have more details as to what I'm actually going to get up to, or what I plan to get up to during a session, because I've now, without doing that, put myself in a position whereby I don't have the exact details as to how I'd go out my way to achieve said aim that I was talking about while I was walking on the treadmill, which was to go out my way to lift, or to push in this context, more than my body weight on the sled, and to just keep doing that to see how my perception of my quality of the workout would change. I think having more details in place to help achieve said aim, or to just increase my perception of the quality of a workout, would really help, because now I've just thought, how would I go about doing things? Do I start at weight I've seen on the sled already, as I've looked at the weights that are on there, one's just got a TRX machine which you can use to pull the sled, which I'm interested in trying out due to seeing it, and just to see how I go, pulling it in a different way rather than at the rakes, I think they're called, the handles basically of the sled. And one has, if I I'm associating the colours with the correct weight, has 35 kilograms worth of weight on it. Maybe I could use that to start off with. I don't know, I'll see. But yeah, having more details as to how I go out of my way to do workouts would help. But for now, this is the drawing board of how I could begin going into the main session. Just allow myself to think before I exercise, in this case, not thinking before I speak. But I have done that with this clip though. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Onto the workout I go eventually, yeah. I definitely don't regret coming to a quiet space to get my thoughts together before going to going to do the main part of the exercise. And I think this in itself could have, in my mind, help increase the sense of that enjoyment that I'd later on have, because I'm setting the foundations for workout to seem calm. The roots are coming from a calm place. My roots of the thoughts I've had to achieve said aim, because I've had this period in which I'm just allowing myself to think in a quiet place. Yeah, I do like it and would like to make this a regular thing before going to do what I consider the main part of a workout. But in reality, it's just physical activity. It's not something that I have to categorize into like a warm-up, main part of the session and a cool down. I might find that decreases my sense of pleasure and for said workouts, because it's that way of thinking is very typical. I can just instead view it as an entire one thing, an entire activity, not just split into separate parts that I don't really care about with that wording. There's no passion for thinking of this activity, come in here and just enjoy myself. When I talk about warm-ups and main parts of exercise sessions and cool downs, yeah, something I can think about. But yeah, I'll get onto using the sled eventually. I'll just let myself sit for a couple of minutes longer and then I'll get into it. Okay, I've been here cleaning it for a few minutes and yeah, I've actually really liked it. So now that I've got a clean piece of equipment, I am now going to put it to use. I know for certain that I can definitely start off my workouts with, the main part of my workouts with cleaning the piece of equipment I want to use for a while. So these are the weights I was talking about. It's a 25 and a 15, I think. And I'm gonna just put these on here, see how it goes. Now that, with the TRX equipment I was talking about, now I've cleaned it, let's give it a test run. This so-called test run is going to be brief because the phone battery is on 8%, so I'm just going to try it and then I'll charge the phone. I'm going to be recording elsewhere in order to do that. But for now, giving it a test run as I said. I'm really appreciating the fact that it's clean right now. How do I go back? Just put it back. That will do for now. I can improve the technique later. Okay, I've noticed that the handles are in great order. I need to stretch this left one out a bit. just see how that goes. Why not give it a go? Yeah, I was right. It is a 25. It's not 20. Right now, let's blow this. This is 35 kilograms away. Executing the sled that is. Oh, never mind. I can already tell I've put in numbers as the main metric I've got other way to use to determine whether I liked how a session's gone. Means that I do sacrifice form and don't necessarily allow myself to appreciate this as much as I could. So I'll just gradually add up the numbers. But for now, I think I'd rather focus on form. So that might help me enjoy this workout a bit more and increase my subjective sense of achievement and pleasure doing this. I do feel a bit more, I do think I'm a bit more enlightened. That piece of knowledge now I know what to pursue. Mastery form, regardless of whatever weight I'm pulling or using or exercising. Yeah. Definitely will appreciate that information when I go back to the drawing board and review how the session got today. But yeah, as for numbers, forget them. I'll just decrease them gradually, but the priority is form. And also the love as well now. I think I could do 70. Get over that, the fact that the left hand was shorter than the right one when Arsenal fell. But yeah, that's the test run. I'm liking how it's going. Definitely want to keep it up, and I like how I'm feeling as well from it. I've got used to the left lower back muscle tension as well by this point, so I'm probably going to feel sore. I also play about with just using the handles of the sleds as well, the black ones there for example. Right, anyway, I'm gonna ask for some help and then go to the toilet, get myself some water, get my charger as well, and then keep going. Just a few minutes after doing this, I've put my hands on the floor. Here I am laying down with my legs, which were once for these extended. It's just, wow. Yeah, I've done well already. I like how I've done. Seems like my sense of achievement is, I tie my sense of achievement to my pride, how much I think I've done, how much I feel satisfied with what I've done. Yeah, I was just playing about with it off camera, squatting and doing some bent over rows with it. That's definitely a new exercise I can use for some classes I would coach. But yeah, I do like how it's gone so far. I think just allow myself to sit down and then clean the equipment and then just get on with it. Haven't eaten before as well. I've had food to eat, I've got my water with me. Yeah, I definitely like how things are going and I plan to keep things moving forward. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the toilet, drink and get back to it. Just gradually increase the weight, but focus more on form while increasing the weight. Yeah, just see how far I can go until I cannot lift the weight anymore, or so it seems. That will help me then just further build on that. Yeah. That being my abilities physically from a subjective standpoint in terms of how much I think I can do, and from an objective standpoint in terms of how much in the meantime, just allow myself to relax. I have built up to a point where I am now lifting more than body weight. This weight right here, excluding the weight of the sled itself, is 75 kg if I've calculated correctly. The yellow plate is 15 kg. The red plate is 25 kg, so that's 40. The blue plate is 20 kg, so that is 60. And then add on the last set of 5 kg plates, which is 60 plus 15, which is 75. So, seeing as I weigh less than 75, this is slightly more than body weight, which is what I wanted to go out of my way to go and achieve, but I think I've done better or more than just that. That original aim, I have gone out of my way to actually find a routine that I like, which is to warm up on the treadmill, then to allow myself to relax, go to a quiet space to allow myself to think, and then just focus all of my efforts onto one thing, which in this context is the sled. So I think I've found something I cherish more than just the numbers, just lifting more, and I've got a system in place to be able to increase the weight and still take care of my form in the meantime, which allows me to, I allow myself to have more room for growth and development that way, by just allowing myself to increase the weight rather than having a specific weight to increase to in my mind as the range of the amount of weight I'd want to lift. Like thinking of this weight here, more than my body weight slightly, as a checkpoint rather than the final weight that I'd want to go out of my way to go and achieve. All right, I'm going to show that I can pull this thing. Let's do this. Back to it I go. That would not happen before. I think the reason why I did is because I squat down more than. But yeah, it's a little bit. It's okay to do it. Wow, I feel like I would have jumped if I'm too hasty to keep going. Whoa. Okay. Add some more. Sit down. Using the wall to help me push. It lifted a bit because I'm actually can't stop. Because I get control. In order to really be risk, or in my mind anyway, what I could do is try to sprint it this way. Now, this is where I'd be holding myself back from growth. I'd stall by doing the same thing over and over and over. Now, what I can do is I can go out my way to sprint this way. Use my heels. When I was talking about the balls of my feet earlier, I meant my heels. Yeah. Oh man. Well, it's definitely a more effective workout than I've had before. My heart rate is pumping. My heart is pumping. Heart rate is high. Well over 100. Probably 140. Or maybe, no, maybe 130. Wow. Whew. Oh. Okay. Maybe I should have a break. Oh man. Well, I definitely get more bang for my buck, in my opinion. I like my workouts more when I go out of my way to put more effort into the quality of the workout, my perception of my enjoyment of the workout, rather than only focusing on numbers. Yeah, I could just use that as a metric to grow, not something to only rely on, yeah. Wow, because by focusing only on numbers, I wouldn't work myself as much as I could have. But now look at me, I don't know how much I've lifted or how long for, but I don't think it matters. Like, I'm on the verge of starting to break a sweat now. The hoodie's actually quite hot. I'm gonna take it off again. I feel a little bit hungry. I want to go to the toilet again as well. But yeah, I like what I've done today. I'm feeling my rear shoulder as well. I could go out my way to try and get the 100, but yeah, there's more to work out than just the numbers, as I've definitely experienced in my opinion today. So I think I'll leave it at that for the sled. I'm gonna put the stuff back. I'll go on to something else, maybe some kettlebell squats, something that I just enjoy, not only focusing on the sled, because I feel happy with how much I've done that. I'm ready to move on. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, and then I can go out my way to lift more than I did, to not store, lift the same weight but do it faster with more form, proper form. I was looking straight, make sure that my feet were walking straight as I was doing it gradually, things like that. Yeah, I also like to keep my wrists straight as well, so I don't rely on them and really hurt them later on down the line. But that's it, I'll leave it at that for now. I'm gonna pack away the weight and maybe clean that other sled as well, just for my own pleasure. And I will then get on to doing something different, like kettlebell squats or barbell squats I'm looking at. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I wanna go to the toilet again though. I wanna record myself doing the, just going on the assault bike, because I think there could be a lot of potential for like workouts with the assault bike. I've just seen them pull up bars as well, if I would want to use them like that. But anyway, yeah, I just want to show myself doing it, to just use it as a way to come up with ideas for how I could create a solid assault bike workout where I'm just sweating, dripping in sweat. I'd learn how to coach myself more, basically, by doing that. So sit down for a few minutes, stretch. That's that. I'm gonna allow myself to relax, and then I'll probably go to the toilet first, allow myself to relax and then get out of here, because I feel satisfied with how much I've done. I'm feeling quite hungry, plus that was challenging. I feel satisfied with what I've done. I'm ready to go to go and leave. But yeah, I'm gonna go pee, sit down in a quiet place, and then head on out. I've even taken the phone off the charger because I'm not ready to go. I feel happy with what I've done. Right, on my way out, I start carrying on preparing for